All right, yesterday the Browns played the Broncos, and they won a game that they it was severely injured. Like what they did? They did what the Baltimore Ravens did all last year when they were injured. They won. They won. But it became increasingly evident when watching that game. I started thinking about it, and then I started thinking about Stephon Diggs. People were talking about it after the game and how he was mild because he wasn't happy in Minnesota with Stefanski's offense. And I just said to myself, Odell Beckham, what do we have him for? What do we have Odell Beckham for? He is totally useless in his offense. Stefanski runs, Troy Aikman said during the game that everybody else is running a spread offense and the Browns are running this offense. He says, you know what, I kind of like it. This is how I grew up learning the game in the NFL. So, it's a simple offense. You've seen Case Keenum's numbers, very similar to Baker Mayfield. No quarterback will thrive in this offense. And here's the problem. Here's where the problem lies. I thought about when, Mayfield goes downfield at the end of the game, we can't win a game. He's not winning. I'm like, why ain't this dude winning? It's very simple. This offense isn't built to come back. You cannot come back winning this offense. It's not built to come back from. Especially with Stefanski. That's all we can do is dink and dunk. There's nothing open downfield. This offense, all they do is take away the deep ball and we have to dink and dunk. It's an offense you can't win in the NFL in. We don't go downfield ever. And why do we have Odell Beckham? Why? And I looked at the defense yesterday. Oh my God. We held the Broncos to 14 points, right? Does anybody feel confident that if we had to kick a field goal there and took a 6-point lead that the Broncos get the ball back with a minute left, that they don't drive down the field and score a touchdown? They would have. This defense is so fucking bad. They can't get off the field on third downs. They give up big plays when we held the Broncos to 14 points, and these fans are acting like our defense is great again. If you look at the teams we played that our defense looked good against, Chicago, first start of a rookie, terrible offensive game plan. The Texans, if Tyrod Taylor don't go out, we lose that game. And the Minnesota Vikings and the Denver Broncos. Other than that, we couldn't stop Tyrod Taylor. He got injured. That's why we won that game. Other than that, the Chiefs game, 30 points. The Chargers game, 40 fucking points. The Cardinals game, 38 points. This defense is a mess. Joe Woods is a fucking travesty. I'm sick of hearing guys, we got new players. It's going to take some time. What? It's 7 weeks into the season. We were 3-3 when we played Cardinals. That's 6 weeks into the season. It shouldn't take this long. It should not take this long. Do you know football? It doesn't take 6 weeks to get acclimated, motherfucker. And our offense is flat out. It's a run-heavy offense. It's so bad. We'll never be able to come back from behind. We can't. And it's just terrible. I hate Stefanski. I hate him. I can't stand him. I don't like him. And this is another thing. Andrew Berry. Oh, my God. Everyone talks about Case Keenum played good. Oh, my God. He was safe. No turnovers. Should have had one, but that's what we want in Cleveland, just to be safe. Don't turn the ball over. If Mayfield's going to be out for an extended period of time, we're fucking done. We have no shot at winning with Case Keenum. I like Case Keenum. Hey, maybe he'll get better with more reps, but I don't know. We got to find a quarterback because I don't think Mayfield's going to be... this guy's got a cracked shoulder. And I got to give him credit for playing through it. But you can see yesterday how the velocity on Case Keenum's ball compared to Mayfield, it's a different animal. We need... All these Browns fans don't like Mayfield, whatever. Hey, I'm not even a Mayfield fan. I was one of them. I want to get Matt Ryan. I still want Matt Ryan. But goddamn, Mayfield he's definitely the best option we got, even with the cracked shoulder blade. But at some point, you got to change this offense up and get to the fucking 2020. You got to play with this. You got to change the offense up and get with the era. Because this offense is... There's no reason for the Browns to have Odell Beckham. There's none. And I'm guaranteeing these people say, my brother's telling me, Beckham sucks anymore. Trade him to a good team. Watch what happens. A team that will go downfield. A team that runs a modern NFL offense. Trade him to that team. See what happens. Beckham will fucking tear it up. I hate Beckham. I can't stand him. But the fact remains, this offense isn't built for him. It's not built for anyone going deep. It's not. It's terrible. It's horrible. And it left me with the decision of saying to myself, with our defense terrible like this, our defense is horrible. I mean, it's terrible. Joe Wood's got to go. I mean, you got to figure something out. By third and 8, it's almost like a guaranteed conversion. But it left me with thinking to myself, are we ever gonna? Can we win Can we win in the playoffs with this offense? And I'm like, hell no. We seen it last year. Kevin Stefanski against the Pittsburgh Steelers B team. Just to get in the playoffs, we struggled to score. And then he gets hurt, or he gets COVID. We put up 48 points against the fucking Steelers. We scored at will. And then he comes back against the Chiefs, a terrible defense. We put up 17 fucking points. In the last 8 minutes, he goes into conservative mode. We can't win with this guy calling plays. His play calling. Look, if he wants to remain head coach, he's got to give up play calling. There's a big problem on Cleveland right now. It's with Kevin Stefanski's play calling. It's fucking... We can't win. We'll never be... We're going nowhere with this play calling. We're going nowhere with this offensive philosophy. Run first. We're going nowhere with it. In the playoffs, we have no shot with this offense. Trust me. None. I don't care who the quarterback is. You can get fucking Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers. You ain't going nowhere running this type of offense. It's impossible. Why do you think Stephon Diggs wanted out of Minnesota? I don't blame him now. They couldn't get on the ball downfield. It's the offense. It doesn't take shots. It's a little safe, dink and dunk down the field, run heavy. And then you wonder why Mayfield only got 6 touchdowns. All they do is run the ball. And hey, I just want to win. I don't give a fuck. If this offense could get me a Super Bowl win, and I thought it could, I would be all in for it. But you can't. You can't win a Super Bowl with this offense. You can't. It's impossible. And then I'm thinking, well, Mayfield can't pull a game out the head. It's very simple. Why do you think he dinks it? Why do you think he dink and dunks? All they do is take away the deep ball, make him throw underneath, and that's what he has to do. So they got our offense. They got Stefanski figured out. He needs to give up play calling. We won yesterday, but I'm not impressed with that game. Not one bit. We beat the Broncos are one of the worst teams in the league. They're terrible. Their offense is so fucking challenged. It's terrible. They should be starting Drew Lock over there. I don't know why they're spinning tires with that Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Bridgewater is who he is. That's just what it is. I'm really concerned about this offense, even with Mayfield running it. It's just, I don't see us ever beating a good team with it. Not the way Kevin Stefanski calls plays. I mean, look, we had the Chargers beat 27-13. Looked like we were going to roll them. And they scored, and Kevin Stefanski's answer is run, pass. The guy's terrible. And I think yesterday after, you know what's funny? These guys, these media, like Steven Smith, whatever, you can tell they hate Mayfield. When someone opens up a sentence like this, I don't hate Baker Mayfield. I don't dislike Baker Mayfield. You hate him. You do. When you have to say that, you hate him. But I hope, you think these guys would realize that the way this offense is constituted, Baker's not going to put numbers up in his offense. It's just the way it's built and constructed. The way Stefanski has it. It's almost like Stefanski thinks he's invented an offensive system that is soundproof in the NFL, and it's not. I can see it right now. We're not going to go nowhere in the playoffs with this offense. And thank God he was injured or had COVID last year, because we would have never beat the Steelers with that offense. Trust me when I tell you, we struggled against a B team the week prior at home. How are we going to fuck them? We weren't going to beat them. So someone needs to get a hold of Stefanski, man, because we get in the playoffs, and I don't know if we're going to get in the playoffs right now. We're so banged up. That Broncos win, we needed it, but, I mean, who we got next? Steelers? We might be able to beat them because the Steelers' offense is terrible. They might, I don't know, maybe our defense will rise to the occasion, but I don't know. I don't see the Browns. I think the Browns' defense is flat out horrible. I think it's horribly, coordinated. And I just think it's terrible. I just hope we have Mayfield for that game, because I don't think we have a shot at beating him with Case Keenum. Maybe he gets better with a week of practice. I don't know. But, yeah, I'm not really pumped up about that win yesterday. We beat a team we should have beat. As injured as we were, we should have beat them. But I'm really concerned about the Kevin Stefanski and his offensive philosophy. We're playing 1980s football in 2020. Like Troy Aikman said, every team's spreading the ball out, and we're sitting there dinking and dunking. And if I thought we could win in the playoffs with this offense, I'd be all for it, but I don't see it. I mean, we're so banged up right now offensively. And we don't even need Beckham. In this offense, we don't need him. He's a decoy. That's all he is. And I'm surprised Beckham. If I was Beckham, I'd be pissed right now. He wants to win, though, but I think it's time to move him. Even if you don't get nothing for him, what's the point of keeping him? And that Dearness Johnson, boy, he's a beast. I tell you what, let me tell you about him. I seen it last year against the Cowboys. He's a one-cut guy. He just gets the ball, and he reminds me of Barry Sanders on some of his runs. I mean, He's one cut, and when he cuts, he's the fastest. He's like the fastest cutter I've ever seen. That cat's he's a great running back. He really is. He can catch the ball to the backfield. He's almost like Kareem Hunt, and to the point where I love Kareem Hunt, but he's injured now, so you're not going to be able to. But I don't want to trade either one of them. But if I can get a second-round pick for somebody, I got to make a move because we might have to build something next year. But yeah, we got a lot of depth at running back, obviously. I'm just concerned about this offensive philosophy. I'm concerned about the defense, too. We'll see what happens against Pittsburgh next week. But we should have beat Denver. Denver sucks. So I hope Browns fans don't think, we beat Denver. Our defense only gave up 14 points. I mean, yeah. If they would have got the ball back, you know as well as I do, we would have had to sweat out probably a loss, because they would have scored. I had no confidence in them. So, yeah, they play good against shitty teams. And against good teams, to me, Pittsburgh's offense is horrible. It is. But our defense isn't that good. And you know what? When we play Baltimore, I have no confidence whatsoever. So, all you fans don't want Mayfield, we need him because he's our best option right now. I wish he was completely healthy. Playing with that injury is going to be tough for him, but I got to give him credit. He wants to play. I wish we can get Matt Ryan. If we had Matt Ryan right now, and they changed the philosophy of Stefanski's offense, we could win a Super Bowl, even with that shitty defense, because we have enough talent on that defense that if they start playing press coverage and getting aggressive, the defense could be good. They're just running the wrong system. These guys, I don't know, they're not used to it. They're having a hard time playing it. I guess everyone's playing hero ball, people say, but I don't even know if that's the case. The bottom line is this. I don't see this offense doing nothing in the playoffs. And yeah, Case Keenum had Baker Mayfield-like numbers yesterday. That tells you about this offense. That's just what it is. You're not going to put big numbers up as a quarterback in this offense. And Odell Beckham is totally worthless in this offense. Yes, he's dropping balls right now, and there's no excuse for that. None. But I guarantee if he was on a team that actually used the modern NFL offense, he would be a fucking beast. That's a fact. So we got to win. We're 4-3. We needed the bye week or the break. Not bye week, a break. I wish we had a bye week. God, do I wish we had a bye week. That would really be good right now. But we don't. And I want to say Dearness Johnson, this dude just running yesterday to get that first down to seal the game. And I think Stefanski would have won for it on fourth down. I would have. And Case Keenum did get that big conversion on fourth down. I mean, listen, maybe Case Keenum will be better with a week of practice, but his arm is just weak. But I like Case Keenum, believe me. I like him. Maybe he'll get better. I had high hopes for this season. High hopes. And the injuries ravaged us. Offensive line played great yesterday. They really did. They played excellent. It was a pretty good effort. But I'm concerned about the offense in the long run. We need to modernize it, get with the times, spread the field out, throw the ball. Now, I know you had Case Keenum yesterday, but I'm just talking for when Mayfield, if he can still throw the ball, then you got to just work to his strengths. We got to and when we get a chance to expand the lead and blow teams out, we got to take that advantage. Seriously, when we get a chance to put points in the, here's why I want to blow teams out. Because if you don't blow teams out, when you blow teams out, you can rest players. Put them out of the game and save them. As it constitutes now, we're letting teams hang around and we got to play our starters the whole game. Anyway, it's a win. We're 4-3. Big divisional matchup for the Bengals-Ravens. I'll make a video on that maybe later, something like that. But, oh my God, $3.19 for gas. All you clowns wanted Biden. Yep. Last year at this time was $1.80. Thank you, clowns, you fucking imbeciles, fucking retards. You fucking wanted Biden. Look. Now you got to pay all this money in gas. I wonder how many clowns that voted for Biden are happy about this. They're probably like, we had to do it. At least you don't see mean tweets, you fucking imbeciles. I'm not a Trump fan. I know the guy was good for the economy. This shit's unacceptable. I'm not a Biden fan, I'll tell you that.